Yeah, it's just 8 years old and clearly traumatized. There was actually what sounded like someone going over a bump for a moment there, and she jumped. You could just see in her physicality, she was just not expecting that, and she had a physical reaction to it. Hundreds of people gathered here, at least 200 gathered here for a candlelight vigil. They came together with community leaders, with law enforcement, a lot of them holding candles, some singing, some praying, just reeling from yesterday's violence. And you can see just behind me a couple dozen candles that are set up. We're told there are even more to come. We also got new information about what happened here today. A lot of developments in this tragic case.
I was playing handball at the court and we heard gunshots from coming over here.
8-year-old Melody Cisneros was with her after-school program at Wilmington Park Elementary School Monday when gunshots rang out.
We thought they were fireworks. We went down and covered our heads, and one of the teachers told us to go inside.
I heard a lot of gunshots, probably close to 20. It sounded like two different types of weapons. And I ran back inside and said, I need to come and pick up my niece. They were very distraught. They were crying and really upset. They knew that their friend had got hit by a stray bullet.
Thankfully, Melody's 9-year-old friend is expected to survive.
It could have been any child on this playground because bullets don't have no name. They just fly.
But a 12-year-old boy lost his life in the gunfire. Police say he was in a stopped car with a 30-year-old woman near the school around 4:45 p.m. when at least 2 gunmen approached, riddling the SUV with bullets. The victims in the car sped off and stopped less than a mile away where authorities found them. They were both rushed to a hospital where the 12-year-old, now identified as Alexander Alvarado, died. He was just weeks shy of his 13th birthday.
It's tragic. The whole community's feeling it right now.
Lifelong residents and local parents say the violence in Wilmington needs to stop.
When I was younger, it was over territory and drugs. Today, I don't know what it's over. It's gone beyond that, and it's hard to grasp.
It's just mind-blowing. I send my kids to school here every day, and just to hear that this is going on is just, like, saddening.
We're on a state of shock because these little kids get shot just basically in broad daylight in the middle of the day.
Law enforcement representatives say there needs to be more officers on the streets and stricter penalties for crimes.
There's no accountability for bad actions right now.
Melody says she was scared to go back to school, but felt that her aunt, who recently passed, was watching over and protecting her. It was a somber day for her and her classmates.
They felt sad and not happy.
Yeah, you're hearing that throughout the school district. The LAUSD just released a statement. They said, throughout Los Angeles Unified, we work hard each and every day to foster a climate and culture that is welcoming and safe to all of our students, employees, families, and community members. We continue to keep the families of the victims and the entire school community at Wilmington Park Elementary School and Wilmington Middle School STEAM Magnet in our thoughts and our prayers as they begin healing from yesterday's shooting. Our hearts are with those affected by this senseless tragedy that impacted our Los Angeles Unified family. We did also just learn that 12-year-old boy was a student, a 7th grader at Wilmington Middle School STEAM Magnet. Now, take a look at this. We just got this picture from the family of that 9-year-old victim. Her name, Melanie Raygoza, and her family says she is thankfully stable now. She is expected to recover. Of course, a lot of healing left to do. Now, we did get a lot of information out of a press conference that happened just before this vigil started. We learned there was actually a 10-year-old boy in the car, in the back seat of that car when the shooting happened. Thankfully, he was not injured. He is now at home with his parents. We also learned that he is the brother of the 12-year-old boy who lost his life. Now, still a lot of questions here tonight. Police have not said whether or not this is gang-related, whether or not the people who were injured in the shooting, who were in that car, whether they were specifically targeted or not. Still questions as to how the suspects got here, how they got away. So still a lot of questions here in Wilmington tonight. Reporting live, I'm Chelsea Edwards. I'll send it back to you.